I've been thinking a lot about what God's true promise really means. You know, we hear so much about prosperity and wealth in churches these days. But is that really what it's all about? Today, we're going to dive deep into this idea and explore what God's covenant truly means for us. It's going to be a wild ride, so stick with me. Okay, so check this out. A lot of churches today are pushing this prosperity theory, right? They're making God out to be some kind of cosmic vending machine. You put in your tithe and boom, out comes wealth and success. But that's not how it works, guys. That's not what God's covenant is about. It's crazy how far we've strayed from the original message. Let's break it down. In the Old Testament, there was this idea of a promised land, but even Moses didn't make it there. Now, in the New Covenant, we're talking about something way bigger, way more eternal. It's not about what we can get in this world. It's about salvation, about our relationship with God. That's the real deal, the true promise we should be focusing on. Now let's talk about how the apostles actually lived. You think they were rolling in cash, living in mansions? No way. Paul, the guy who wrote most of the New Testament, was told straight up by Jesus that he was going to suffer for his name. And the other apostles, they were hungry, thirsty, beaten up, homeless. They worked hard with their own hands. When people insulted them, they blessed them back. But look at some of these prosperity preachers today. Living in luxury, flying private jets, wearing designer clothes. Is that what Jesus had in mind? Is that what the apostles fought and died for? I don't think so. So what is God's true promise? It's not a new car or a big house or a fat bank account. It's salvation. It's eternal life. It's a relationship with the creator of the universe. That's the promise Jesus came to fulfill. That's why he tore the veil in the temple. He was saying, look, you don't need all this religious stuff anymore. You can come directly to God. It's mind-blowing when you really think about it. But here's the kicker. This promise isn't about making our lives easy or comfortable. In fact, Jesus straight up said we'd have trouble in this world. But he also said he's overcome the world. That's what we're holding on to. That's the promise we're banking on. It's not always going to be smooth sailing, but man, the destination is worth it. So how do we live this out? How do we focus on God's true promise when the world is screaming at us to chase after money and stuff? It's not easy, I'll tell you that. We've got to constantly remind ourselves that we're not of this world, we're just passing through. It's like we're on this crazy journey, and we need to keep our eyes on the real prize. Paul said it best. We need to live by the Spirit, not by the flesh. That means making choices every day that align with God's will, not our own desires. It means being willing to suffer for Christ if that's what he calls us to do. It means finding our joy and satisfaction in him, not in what this world can offer us. It's a daily battle, but it's one worth fighting. Look, I know this isn't an easy message to hear. It goes against everything our culture tells us, but that's exactly why we need to hear it. God's true promise isn't about making us comfortable in this world. It's about preparing us for eternity. So let's keep our eyes fixed on that promise, on Jesus, as we navigate this crazy world together. It's going to be one heck of a ride, but trust me, it's worth it.